Wait, did I change the YouTube title? Oops. I don't remember what I left the title on YouTube. Might have still been on the day before. But we're pretty much finished. I did do a tiny bit of off-stream building, but I wanted to see what your guys' thoughts were on the rest of it. I think I want to put... I don't know where... Oh, yeah, I needed more kitchen stuff. I need, like, stuff for electronics. 'Cause I wanted to put, like, the blender and some of that other stuff. But I'm missing malachite for a lot of these that I wanted to use, like the microwave. I guess I could put the espresso machine. We have the materials for that. And then... Is there any other appliances? No, it's just those ones, and I guess I could use the other blender. And then is there actually any plumbing for this? Or like sinks? Yo, what's up, Moon Knight? The moon! What else? Oh yeah, I got like utensils and stuff I can throw there. Can put like that. And then... I swear there's like one more food related item here. That could work. Unless I find something better. Which I didn't. Doing well. Working on the Ninjago build here. Or rather, it's not even necessarily a Ninjago build, but I'm obviously using the Ninjago parts. This is a Avatar The Last Airbender inspired build. In reality. And it's just about finished. I think I'm right about at the point where I'm happy with it. The only thing I kind of wanted to do is add some, like a legendary bamboo sword with like a fire essence on it, like down here in the, whatever I'm calling this, the armory, the blacksmith. Like, I don't know where, I kind of used up all the space on the wall, but even like right there, we could get rid of that. And I could throw on like that instead and then do a, like some of those would be cool. Oh, why do they look so weird? Why do they look broken on the wall? Oh, they're broken. It like defaults to that pink color we've been seeing for the longest time, like the storm core color, I think it is. Weird. But yeah, I was thinking shuriken or nunchucks on the wall. That's also something I kind of forgot about. So we can do that for sure. So let's go back there real quick, and I should be able to do at least a few. Because I think I saw someone use a sword on the wall, and that one looked normal. And I actually might have some nunchucks I can use that are like... Because those will probably show up the same, like, bugged. But let's see if, like, any of the other ones do. Because I have these legendary ones with ice that are bamboo. Could try putting those on the wall. Tomorrow, can you help me get the guns in my world? It's all something you can absolutely do on your own. You could try to find some help maybe from the community, but it's absolutely doable on your own. You just got to find a spire, and then the quests to do them are pretty simple. No, Alfie, I cannot personally help you, but I have a video that can help. If you check my top pinned video, it's exactly that. Oh, wait, I forgot to craft it. Oh, I wasn't going to craft anything. I was going to test to make sure that... They look like weird when they have the effect on them. The new expert dragons, at least a dozen plus. I'm probably going to, after I finish up the build, that's actually exactly what I'm going to start doing, is hunting dragons. If you don't know the, what is it called? The lightning pulse? Or the power surge, excuse me. The power surge relic is bugged. For some reason, you cannot get a legendary power surge. You can get a legendary electrokinesis and all the other ones, but I've seen other people confirm this on Reddit, and I've even had it happen to me. I killed one of the new named dragons, which should only be dropping legendaries, obviously. Dropped a blue power surge relic. So no matter what... You have a legendary power surge now? Wait, you have 5? So maybe it's just bugged from that dragon. Maybe you can get them from Lost Masters the correct way. I'm guessing, yeah, that's got to be it. So, because I haven't been doing any Last Master farming. So then it's just from the dragons that it seems to be bugged? You just don't have the regular lightning, Kankles? Because I have a legendary regular power relic, but not a power surge relic. Interesting. So either they fixed it in the last day? Because I swear everybody was posting that that's all they were getting from dragons was blue ones. Because I got a blue one from the dragon. That's how I got this one. That's weird. So yeah, they definitely could have like hotfixed it. That doesn't seem like something major they'd have to do any downtime or make an announcement for. So it's within the realm of possibilities for sure. Here, you know what? I guess we could just do like a purple so I don't have to waste legendary stuff. What should I make? Like, I think I should do like a steel and opal. So like steel for the base. Is it less for the other ones? Because I just want to make some cool looking shurikens. Although the legendaries do look the best, but the shurikens seem to be bugged on the wall. Like I can try doing a legendary version. But I could also just do an epic version too. It's not like that would look terrible. It would almost be better if I had more variations even. Hey. Oh, I can't take it because my bags are full, though. Here. You stay here. I'll pick you up in a second. Oh, I forgot it's like the other way around. The blades are up top for this. Because I also have some purple items I can throw on the wall that I don't think have enchants on them. These ones do. Because it kind of makes them look weird. Because I could do like one of these on the wall instead. So I don't have to make anything. Where'd all my honed stuff go? Did I use it all? You like the ritual oil stash? I actually have a decent amount of unknowable energies to back it up, because you need 3 times the amount of those to actually do anything with it. Where are the betrayer masters? They're all over the map, especially at the numbered shrines. You should usually find a master or 2 there. Yeah, part 2 is gonna be pretty sick. I'm level 7. What better? I mean, anything level 7 really, with like purple level relics. It's the best you can make right now, I assume. Yeah, those ones. That's fire. Quite literally and figuratively. So I wish that wasn't bugged. I wonder if it's all of the legendary shurikens or if it's just the shurikens with, like, the effect on them. You know? Master Betrayer is really nothing. I think most of the people, you just need a quest to eliminate a couple of them, I think, at the beginning. But yeah, I could put, like, definitely more weapons on the wall here. Like, I could even go another few of them going up there. It's like that we can put lower. And then I can put like 4 of these on the wall. So then we can go like roughly there. I think there, and then kind of keep the spacing even. And we can even do like 4 weapons up on the wall there. And let's see how this looks over there. Sick. Although I think, again, if I made a sword, it would be better if I threw that over there. But the nunchucks are pretty sweet. So I think we make a few more weapons or bring a few more of the weapons over that I already have. Because I don't have to put legendary ones here. That's just kind of overboard. I can use these purple ones, but most of them are nunchucks. The pickaxe is pretty good, but when you're farming opal, I recommend using like a standard pickaxe and having luck rune on it. So that way you're having the chance to get double. I think that's way more worth it than the speed of like the Storm King pickaxe. I don't even have any shurikens that are purple. I guess I can make some now. Because I could use these bamboo nunchucks. What else can I make? Because again, I kind of want to make a sword to put by the other swords, but then I'd kind of have to waste some legendary stuff. Almost looks like Shatterhorn. I guess let's do it. Because for the sword, we should do like an opal blade. I could just do like a regular opal blade with a... That's a lot of opal wasted, but... And then I only have to put a low-level relic on it. You know what I mean? And I could also use, like, iron or, you can use iron for the hilt. That way I don't have to waste more for that either. I think we do that. But yeah, getting a couple of those Storm King pickaxes, having a couple of them stashed, because you never know when they're going to come out with another update months down the road, a year down the road, where you're going to be like, dang, I wish I had the Storm King or a couple of them stacked up to farm this new thing that's super annoying to farm without it or something. It's always good to have if you don't have at least a few of them stacked up kind of deal. See, I can do a sword that's opal, because I think that'll look pretty sick. And then we don't have to, I could use that color, but I could also do that. That looks kind of cool, but that's a lighter color. I could just use one of the steels. I think that'd be pretty sick. And then I think I have a basic fire relic we can throw on it, so that way it's like flaming. I think that'd be pretty sick. It's wasting opal, but I want to put some cool stuff there that's out of the ordinary. Play some Ark Survival. It looks really fun, but it's not the kind of game I don't think I want to stream. I'm sure it would be fun. My PC can definitely handle it. I'm sure it's pretty intensive. Oh yeah, I kind of was wondering that. I haven't made enough and paid attention to see if because it doesn't bleed through at all. I thought I noticed on a couple of them the color of it bleeds through the effect. How much opal do I have? A lot. Ooh, what the hell? I gotta put that lower. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does go over, like, everything. You can still see the bottom, but maybe that's what I was seeing. So either way, I would have had to use unknowable energies, but... So this one's like... Oh, you know what? I guess it's because on these... What I was probably thinking, what I was seeing was this part. Because I think this is technically the bottom of the nunchuck, isn't it? And I was probably thinking, or is that part? It's there's the handle and then like the blade part. Yeah, see, I was probably getting it confused because like you can see through this part on the nunchuck, and I probably thought that was the head of it. Or I was looking at the legendary one. And the legendary, technically it's just the chain of it is the part that changes from the effect. So I was probably just seeing like the wooden part here and assuming that was the top of the nunchuck. I don't like the way those are looking. They look kind of like crap, the effect, for some reason. Let's go back and grab some more. I think I'll just throw like 4 more sets of nunchucks or build some ninja stars or something. Honestly, I'm not even worried about the lack of opal. I'm more worried about the energy consumption, which is inevitable. But I think I throw shurikens up on the other wall. But again, I don't know if the other legendary ones are going to show up all bugged out right now, because I'm sure they'll fix them eventually, but I have another set of shurikens to throw up, but they're the same, or pretty much the same as these ones. So I'm thinking they're going to pop up just as bugged. But let's bring these ones over. I don't even know if I'm going to continue with the music, because one, all the combinations you need, it's getting to the point where I'm pretty sure you're going to have a base that's like only walls and displays to make sure you don't, or spread it out so much because you don't hit build limit. I don't want to say I've given up, but like as always, I'm doing it. If it's something I'm doing, it's after I've done everything else I can conceivably think of, and if I'm bored as hell from everything else. Yeah, and see, that's what I thought about doing at some point too, is like just switching or rebuilding and splitting it up, so that way I could actually manage it better and have it like relatively close, like have a big old thing like 50 to 100 meters away from each other. Is the wall decorations for utility or appearance? You mean like the ones in the like the decor section? Absolutely, just appearance. The wall mount itself has utility or aesthetic uses, but sorry, I would have landed on here, but it keeps bugging my thing sometimes, and I keep falling. So I like the idea of just having all the elements up here. The only thing is the ice ones look like crap, so I should just make some purple ice nunchucks to match if I don't already have some, because then I would have like one of each here, even though they have some different hilts. At least I'm covering one each of the elements there. So I think that looks pretty neat. So purple nunchucks made out of whatever with ice enchant. No, the village square, it even got worse. I can't even fly or use village chests anymore, but the village perimeter is still there without a totem and all that. So it's even gotten relatively worse. Yeah, let's just throw these ones up. I'll leave that behind, and I think I needed to bring back with me the amber if I wanted to build still. It is what it is. That's why I actually... the original plan with this build was to... Once the temple was finished, I was probably going to even build some supplemental stuff down below it and on the beach. But now, not that I can't fly, but the village chest system is super annoying. That was like the one thing that started saving me when I did my Hero Academy build. That was the last build I did before the village chest system, and that one was the only reason that one was easy is because I built it like 200 meters away from my main storage village. So like going and getting anything extra I needed that I ran out of was really easy. And then I could still, and even then I could like run back and forth from the build to the chest that I had. But now that the village chest systems, I've been using that, I'm not going back. So I'm not going to continue this build. Yeah, I got the numberinos right there. You probably can't see them in the glare, but yeah, we like even took damage from it multiple times, because what I did is I gave myself 1220 health with the charms, and then I used the earth spinjitzu exclusively, so that way I would go into the dragon fight with an extra 500, so I had 1720 total with 20 armor. And I let the dragons all do their flying charge attack. It's kind of the easiest one to get hit by and then run away without getting hit again by another something else, and then kind of missing how much health you had left without seeing, or, without being able to write it down. So we went through every named dragon in Terramall. His charge did 1033. Tectonia did 1033. Dusk Drake did 1033 with his charge, and then Gravel Scale did 1262. So either it's a bug or it's intentionally made a little bit harder than the rest. Just earth weapons, yeah, but it was night when you're fighting the dragon. It was easier to like, at least for me when I was doing the testing off stream, because sometimes I would goof up or get hit by an enemy nearby, and sometimes then you go to kill that enemy and he's too weak to even generate more shields off of, and then trying to generate shields off the dragon itself is not impossible if you can get the thing worked up on it, but it was just a little bit easier if I accidentally took damage to just wait a few, like, I think it was like 15 seconds before it kicked in again. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. I knew ice was for added damage. For the research purposes, I was not really concerned about killing it any faster. I was just wanting to get really solid numbers in. Because that's the thing, is sometimes I would take damage accidentally, and then I would need more shields, and then I'd have to go find enemies around the area to re-shield with the weapons if I was doing it that way. How to get the barrel? Which barrel? These ones? These are from Shogun Palace, these golden ones, which are actually free items, lucky for you. All you have to do to get the Shogun Palace builds is go to the mainland, and you see the Frostlands, or the ice areas, or the mountain areas, called the Frostlands technically. You need to build a village square in the Frostlands, and then you level that village up to level 10, and that will give you all of the you don't get all of them at 10, but you get, like, you know, as you progress the Frostlands village up from 1 to 10, you end up unlocking all of the builds. So this one's free, just for leveling up a village. Shing! Sparkle, sparkle. Fire sword over there. Yeah, I dig it. That's solid. And then I guess I could throw some up here too, because I have like weapons on the wall like this. But I think this is a little nicer just to have. I'm surprised they didn't have like some sort of display. They have all these swords on displays. They didn't give us one single like shuriken display, right? Because that's the one thing I could throw here somewhere, is like maybe up above these swords, throwing a shuriken up on the wall. But even then, I'm not too worried about it. That's not even really the loadout. That's more just for, those are literally just going to stay there forever for decoration. But yeah, it's like a loadout for the most part. Like, what do we need on the way out kind of thing. And then we got a little fire sword chilling over here in the corner. Give it some extra color. And then down here below is just a little storage area. Not for personal, but just for aesthetic storage. Because it's a really small room. I didn't really feel like making it into anything too insane. Like, I maybe could have made it into something like a bunk or something and put some beds down here, but this isn't like a functional village I'm going to be using, so it's all more for just the aesthetic. Like, down here is storage, up here is the blacksmith and the armory, so like I put a little bit more storage spilling right here, because like this is where they would resupply from down there, and then pull up all their blacksmithing supplies and that they're ready to use right there. And then up here is like the training dojo, so like those are really the only three things, because there's no fourth level to this. Well, there is a fourth level, but I made it into what I may use. I might, because the thing is, like, do I really want to move my main storage of Ninjago stuff out of the shrine? Because, like, I can teleport here anytime, and it's super convenient. Like, I guess if, like, let's say I'm out over here, I could always just teleport here and then bus here. But then it's like, do I want to do that? It's a convenience thing, because otherwise I have all the Ninjago storage, like, ready to move in here. The only thing I don't have is, like, storage for regular items. I just wanted it to kind of look cool. So I can either leave it like this, or it's ready to move into if I decide to, like, move into it for part 2. Like, maybe they give us more teleport locations on the part 2 of the update or something. Yeah, I'm doing well, Isaac. How are you? Thunderfang? Okay, I guess we can. Because I'm going to be looking for dragons today anyway to get my the last of my legendary relics that I need to get for the codex. But thank you. That is amazing information. What was it again? Where did it go? Who said that? Where was it? Kaboom earlier mentioned dragon name Thunderfang. All right, we got it written down, and we shall test it. Also, I got to remember to throw on my ice spin jutsu. Oh, I have it on. Perfect. And if you haven't seen the outside of the base, it is what I would call pretty much 100% finished. We'll do the quick top to bottom tour here for those just joining me. Like up the live on TikTok. Get some more people in here. We're about to show it off. Like up the live. Get us to like 5K. We're at 2.5. We can get us to 5 in like 10 seconds if we try. Like it up. For the tour. The finished tour. I can't open chest in Ninjago. Which one? Like it up, like it up, like it up. Here we go. I lost my ability to fly here, so I can't really show it off as well anymore. Which is kind of disappointing. But yes, it is not connected to the wall. I mean, technically it kind of is, but. From the bottom, we have the outside. Pretty. And go into the back, which leads to a storage room. Up the stairs, nice little seating area here in the halfway point. Going up to the blacksmith. Get out of here. Blacksmith slash armory. And outside I'll show you, even though it's relatively similar to the first level. Then we go up from the blacksmith armory. Up here, and now we're at the training dojo and ninja lounge. So here, I kind of changed up some of this off stream too. These chairs seem to be broken. I can't tell if they're too close, but I think they're just broken. They don't let you sit in them, even though you should. But I made it like almost like more movie theater style right here. I think it was a little more fitting. And then over here, I added just a little lounge type of deal, place to sit and chow down. And then I kind of did up the walls here after I got the last of the little training things in. My main base, we'll go check it out here in a second. If you won't. We still haven't got to 5K likes. I'm disappointed in you guys. I'm disappointed. Up here isn't too decorated. I might add some more decorations here eventually, but this was mainly just for storage purposes. I didn't leave myself much room, but I still have like room here for a chest. For like weapons and stuff, and then right here I can put like all the other random materials I'll end up accumulating. But yeah. I think I'll keep this stuff here for now. And then I can do like a trip to go drop it all off some other time. I don't feel like doing it right now. Oh. Ooh. We're good. What was that? That was someone on the other streaming place redeeming their channel points to have me. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this. To have me switch my outfit. Let's go back here, then to the lobby, and then they get to pick out my outfit. That was Gremlin. You're waiting until 6. I mean, the build is, I would say, complete. I did indeed get to the end of the tour. Also, I finally remembered this one's like a default loading screen that it like forces even if you don't have it equipped. But I finally remembered there's like 3 Lego Ninjago loading screens that I finally remembered to add to my rotation. Also, let me grab my. I'm like almost done with the pass here. Give me my stuff. I still wish we had Lego styles, right? Lego edit styles. Almost there. I have to unlock these like one at a time. Can't just claim them all. Wait, level up. Oh, I gotta level up one more time. And I think I've got everything from the other passes already done, so that should be everything there. This should be everything. What'll it be? I'll start from the bottom. How do you not get like bored of Lego Fortnite? I enjoy building, so I go from building project to building project, and then I also break that up with like other in-game objectives that I've given myself. Like there's like official and unofficial objectives. I would even consider like completing the codex like an unofficial one. Like there's nowhere in the game saying and pushing you to complete the codex, and there's no reward for completing the codex and like discovering every item and every enemy and every villager and all that kind of stuff. But those are all things like I push towards, like catching all the different fish and all the legendary fish and finding all the different animal variants. And like so I'll like make up objectives for myself that I find worthwhile to like pursue, and then I pursue them, and usually sometimes they take a while to do, and that usually gets me through to either another build project that I'm inspired to build, or it gets me through long enough until we get a new content update, which then just gives me a whole other laundry list of actual in-game objectives to complete. But then also on top of that, just as a byproduct, we get tons of, again, I get to make up more like side things to do, like going and collecting all these, or another thing I like to do is just farm and get resources in excess. So there's all sorts of little like side activities within the game that I like to do. Someone started season C. Oh, I see. Yeah, let me see. Sorry. Yeah. So this is the newest. So I'm at the oldest going up. So if you want something from season 3, Elite Agent, it's pretty cool. I have Havoc. I've got Rogue Agent. I've got Sub Commander. Do you want Reaper? Second column from the left, 12th outfit down. Like up here? Oh, a random one. So 12th column from the left, 12th outfit down, starting from the bottom. So like you want me to go to the top and go down 12 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Land on Mandalorian Warrior. Oh, from the bottom. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like that? Star Wars? For sure. I got you. And again, I wish we had Lego edit styles so we can edit this, because like the regular BR version gets edit styles, but Lego does not. This is the way. This is the way. I'm glad that emote was named what it says. That would have made it frustrating if it wasn't. Like Mandalorian call sign or something like that. Something stupid that I wouldn't be able to think of. Something I'd never think to type in. How are you? I'm doing really good. Doing really well. How are you? Hanging in there. I think it's like I'm hitting the streaks again, guys. This is like my 6th or 7th day in row streaming, and I'm trying to not take days off again, even if I'm feeling a little bit burnt out, which it's more burnt out on the game rather than burnt out on streaming if I stream too much of the game, because anyone can burn out on any game if they do it too much. Especially like non-competitive. Like there's stuff like Rivals and Fortnite where if as long as you're still interested in like fighting and like, you know, all the combat, like you can repeat that process again and again and again. Where a game like this, you can definitely get to like an end where if you play 8 days in a row, you're like, okay, I need a day off. But I am trying to stick with a consistent daily stream schedule. All right, let's head back to the base. I don't remember if there's anything I need out here, but we'll check. Garmadon? That's the only, I think, a 4-armed Ninjago guy that I know. I'm sure there's other characters and enemies that do. All right, for the person who wanted to see my main base, there's also not a tutorial, but there's a tour of it on the tubes. Same user. But also, we're headed there right now, so eyes up. At beginning where STV Ninja. Are you're stuck there? So they should have fixed it where the chest can't break, but maybe it's only after you make a new world now. I'm not 100% sure. We need something like the Thunderlord, but he needs to like summon enemies. He should have his like own abilities, but like he should also like, what the heck? Why can't I? Why am I stuck? He should also like summon some brutes up or some like, you're fighting an enemy and he's like, he should like have phases, like kind of like the Storm King, but almost different where like, you'd be fighting almost Garmadon or something like that, and you'd get him to like 75% HP, and then he would like jump back and summon up a dragon and like another enemy and a bear, and then you'd have to like fight those before you can even proceed to fight. I'm broken right now. I can't move any faster than this, no matter what I do. Oh, there we go. It released me. But like then you'd have to like fight some other enemies. Or then you get him to 50% and he summons an enemy, but now he's fighting you with the dragon he summons. Like, that would be some interesting combat. Oh, God. I hate this bug. This bug has been happening ever since Ninjago update, I think. If I go bus stop into my main base, it has so many builds and stuff that it takes a while to render in. And it'll start populating the area with enemies before it registers that I have a village there. Because these enemies shouldn't even be spawning here to begin with. But it takes so long when I've been on Ninjago Island for so long during a login to load all this in. Let's see. I'm having enemies. That's how I probably had one of those guys blow up my base with a grenade or something like that one time. That's probably how I ended up getting a hole in my base. I just have to make sure there's not a brute there's a brute that likes to spawn over here when I do this. And then it'll like stay there. I'm really surprised they didn't give the rollers, bears, and wolves something other than just applying affliction. Like, the rollers, they had the best opportunity. We already had the technology from the storm rollers to give the rollers a path that has some sort of damage and effect. I think all the rollers on Ninjago Island fire rollers should have fire. They should put down fire behind them. If you step in it, you catch on fire for a second and you start taking tick damage. The lightning ones, they leave a lightning trail. You step in it, you start taking spark damage for a few seconds until you step out of it. It's an earth one, you know, you like maybe it's grounded, maybe it slows you or something like that. And then what's the other one? Ice, you stand in it long enough, not, you know, maybe it makes you slide, but it also like freezes you or something like immediately if you stand in it. You need a wall. A wall won't help. Because what'll happen is I could have a wall all the way around this place. I'll bus in. The village still won't be here and load in. It'll spawn in enemies like all in throughout. So it really doesn't matter. But this is my main base. Is there anything I needed? Because we're going to go fight dragons. I think I should make some more pies. Probably running out of pumpkins, to be honest. I've been making lots of pies lately. Also, I should probably make at least a couple of pizzas, too. Because as long as it's not gravel scale, I can live with just 2 health charms, and then I can take, like, a pizza to give me crit. That's the one, right? Yeah. What did I run out of? Oh, pineapple. When did these get so much HP? One, because I don't have a ton of pieces right now. Because again, as long as it's not gravel scale can still one-shot you because he does 1262. So right now, as long as, wait, no, I have to pizza, I have to, because I don't want to be one-shot. Because I either have to Earth Spin Jitsu to get 500 extra overheal, or I need to, because right now I'm one-shot territory from any of the dragons. Now, I can take a shot unless it's gravel scale. Gravel scale will still one-shot me with 1220, but the other ones I'll have 200 health. But that's why not pizzas, because I don't want to get one shot. If I make one single mistake against the dragon, then I'm toast. As much as I'd like to have some crit worked in there, this seems like the only safe way to do it without getting one shot. That's my logic there, at least. If I can get, because I am pretty comfortable, but again, I have died to a rubber band, like smallish lag spike where he did the jump attack, and I clearly dodged in the right window, but it like delayed and ended up hitting me anyway. So there's been plenty of times. You survive everything? Because, like, without the pizza, I was below 1033. I swear I was still getting one shot. I'll have to check it out. Is there anything else I should bring? Was I only able to make 3 pizzas? That sucks. I might have a few extra, but I doubt it. Yo, Pikmin! Welcome in. Thank you for the gifties. Same with you, Zeppelin. The unsung hero of all my streams. No, I've got nothing. I've got regular pizzas. Doesn't this give health and crit? That one's not a bad idea either, because that could give me a little bit of the best of both worlds. Oh, pizza does give. I forgot. Pizza does give a little bit of health too, doesn't it? Like health boost, right? Or is it just crit? I only have 980 when I eat a pizza. What am I missing health from? Or you do the other pizza. Sorry, you do the mighty pizza. Sorry, when you say pizza, I'm thinking Hawaiian. So do you do these pizzas? That's actually, yeah, that's what I got confused. If I would have realized you were talking about regular pizzas, I probably would have tracked onto your way of thinking immediately. So this combo is better because you get a little bit of crit and then you get 1140. So either way, I'm getting still killed by gravel scale, but this gives us crit plus just enough health to survive the other ones. Gotcha. We're on the same wavelength now. What does burgers even give again? That one's like health, and I can't even remember. Yeah. I just didn't realize or wasn't thinking that the other pizza gave health and crit. You got to remember, food buffs came out when I was doing my break, so my memory and knowledge on them is very low, so I don't even think about some of the other foods and what they're like. All the other food, I have like no idea what pretty much 90% of the foods do unless I looked at them specifically. Like pretty much the only foods I knew by heart were the Hawaiian pizza and the pumpkin pie, and I knew those were crit and health 3. But yeah, this way's way better. I like this. Okay. Oh yeah, I think that's so lame. The glowing's not terrible. I guess like I would use that for building sometimes so I can get better light while I'm building. Like it's the only thing I could think of that I would like maybe use that for over anything else or just as a utility. All right, what else should I grab? By the way, I'm going back to making pistols. Everybody wanted me to make shurikens to fight the dragon, which I'm not necessarily opposed to, but dude, the durability is just so crap compared to it. I think I've taken out like 3 or 4 dragons with this one. It's like basically halfway gone, whereas like the pistols, they lasted me like 3 weeks, dude. Not that the shurikens are bad. They are really good in using cryokinesis at every other chance you get. Is a lot of damage that's consistent, but man, oh man, is it going to drain your materials fast. Yeah. I'll probably do a little bit of that today. Not that you really need bells for anything, other than I think the purple level charms, which I may make at some point. But like, I can't imagine you're gonna ever use more than like 20 bells, unless you're using them. The only thing I'll use them for and want them for is for more decorations. I think the lost bells will look sick if you throw them on a wall mount and just use them as some of your staple decor in the build. Oh my god. Oh my, I'm literally, I am the cloud. Why did I bus? I guess I could have, it's like the same loading screen anyway. My brain was just going with it. I just realized, I'm like, I shouldn't have bust here. But yeah, I've got 40 master bells. I've got 84 scales, but to the hunt. Oh, I forgot to put those materials back into that bin. Oops. Iron Mountain! Yeah, Iron Pistol is definitely for the win. I'm going to use up the rest of these shurikens, but I've been logged in for a minute, but I wonder if I can still get a dragon. I swear sometimes you will... I don't know. Oh, I have them. Okay. Like the dragons, you know how you used to have to log in, log out to get a dragon to respawn? Now that we have the name dragons, it seems like you can get a name dragon and a non-name dragon, and then you have to log out to get both of them to reset. Because like once you get the named one, and it's like 50-50 which one you encounter first. Like one, yeah, we got one here. So this one may or may not be named. Get 'em, boys. Clearly the regular one as well. I should just start taking out regular dragons with purple gear.
I got an 8-star cryokinesis relic, but when I look to see if I can craft one, it shows in the game I can't.
Oh yeah, any 8-star relic is uncraftable. You can only find them. They're not going to be in your crafting bench no matter what. Hey, stop it. No! Oh, I should have killed him with the actual weapon for the double. Oops. Oh, easy enough. Easy unknowables. Alright, now the next dragon I find will be named. Oh, nice. Wonder if they gave higher chance for relics to drop from the chests, too, from the Chaos Challenges. I don't remember really finding any from there in the past. Oh, one challenge. Got you. I have heard about people finding a challenge one. Does the challenge one spawn in the same one, or does it move around? You kind of have to luck out and find it, or can you keep going to it? Because if that's the case, then that would be nice to get 3. Is the challenge one a regular one no matter what, or a named one? Or is it 50-50 on that one too? Do you know how to fix the Craft a Warhammer glitch? The recipe doesn't show up. I have no idea. Does anybody know a fix around that? Because I have heard of that one before where it bugs out at the hammer where for some reason, even though you did the quest, it's not popping up in your inventory or your crafting bench. You've collected like blue materials at this point in your playthrough, right? Because like you'll need, I think that's like the first thing you need to be able to make it or something. I can't remember. I swear this location almost never has the dragon. It must have another spot to force him to spawn that I'm unaware of. Because this spot doesn't always spawn him, and then I'll go over to the other spot that I know of, and it'll spawn there. Oh. Oh, challenge is nameless? What do you mean by outside islands? Like the edge? I have kind of noticed. I have one that spawns like here, but... What do you mean by your islands? You mean like these things? Like these ones will have dragon spawns? Is that what you're talking about? Like the bigger islands here? Interesting. But you can still only get like one named, one non-named, one challenge, and then you have to reload, right? Because I have this one. This one I can go to pretty much every time, and it's there on login. And then this one too. This one's fuzzy. This one's always fuzzy. If I can't find it there, it's like always here. But if I come here first, it's like always here. I wish they would just keep populating. I wish every spawn would have one. I don't get why there's like some arbitrary world limit. I get it. Don't spawn it. There we go. Don't spawn it at the same time. But when I kill one, enable another one to spawn in the next location that I haven't defeated in recent time, you know? Oh, he's an Earth anyway. I was going to charge off at him, but... Can't really charge off an Earth enemy, can we? How do you do that? Do you just have to kill one, walk away, or like bust and then come back to it? Is that it? So could I just like go to this one, kill it, bust back in and get it again? Or like go a certain distance away? Because that's what I was wondering too, but swear I could never get it to work. Yo, what's up, Devil Dog? Come over that hill. Hello? Invisible fire? I'm lagging. No! Ah! Whoa, I think I'm lagging again. Oh no, I just can't dodge. Coward. Oops, I dodged too early. It's because trying to dodge away from that fire guy. Okay, you don't like it, do you? Run away. Ah! Hey, stop it. Whoa, no fireballs right now. What? See, like lag like that, or I'm almost positive I dodged in the right window, but I think we all saw that. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh. What I also don't like about the, what's it called? The shurikens compared to the pistols. The pistols are more reliable of a shot. The shurikens are a little bit easier to miss on top of their low durability. So sometimes you're just like wasting the durability. Granted, I gotta make sure I'm using my cryokinesis more often as soon as the bar gets full. Because if you're using the durability while you have a full bar of ability power, you're just wasting durability. You could be using the ability thing instead, and that saves your durability. He's doing this every time I get close. I swear they're making him smarter. If they are, hats off to you guys, because it's exactly what I wanted. They seem a little bit smarter today than yesterday. I swear yesterday they were like, they honestly, most of the time dragons will like never do that explosive move that he's been doing like 7 times now. I swear it was a rare move. I could like never trigger them to do it. Now he's doing it like every time I cryokinesis near him. So if they're like amping up the AI on these guys, even if it's a little bit, that makes me happy. Because it should be a little bit like try to throw you off. Like I don't want it to be impossibly hard, but I do want it to be like, okay, I really do have to watch out for every ability now. Oh crap, like that. Fireball is the only one that really catches me off guard the most. Sometimes I'll be too close like there and he'll just fireball right into my face. Although I do like the reliability of the cryokinesis. Like, that's reliable. It's like, when you're up close, you just run in a circle and it's pretty brain dead. It's free damage. That's one thing you don't get with the pistols. But again, this durability difference is like, you can feel it if you're farming dragons at any rate. Anytime I've been getting close, he's really been ripping that move. He's been spamming that thing. Okay, stop. No fireballs up close. Chill. Is he gonna do the thing again? Oh, he's gonna do that fire. Stop it! Oh, it didn't even like spawn the things. You see that? If he's on a hill, I think it'll do that sometimes. His little volcano things will like glitch out. Kind of overshot that, buddy. Hey, stop. I can't see what's happening. Stop it. Oh, I thought that was going to do a lag hit on me for sure. Thing wore off, didn't it? Oh, didn't kill him. Thought it would for sure. Oh! Thought we were on the last hit for sure there. I was trying to be fancy. That's what I get. I feel like, honestly, day one, they weren't. At least yesterday, like, when I was doing it yesterday or whenever the last time I was, I swear, up until today, that like, eruption ability, I would rarely see it before today. But again, that could just be anecdotal, and I just got really lucky / unlucky. But I almost have never seen that ability. Not almost never, but, like, compared to the other ones, so much less. What's the best relics? It depends on what you're fighting. Like dragons, ice relics are going to be the best. Oh, did I get enough for the last thing in the pass yet? I think I did. Woohoo! Phones, relax. It's 5:30. I guess I can feed them now. Give me a second, chat. I gotta feed the doggos. Before, since I'm right out in the field, I'm not gonna load in yet. Give me a sec. Come on, buddy. Damned Ice Master 2v1 me. Yeah, dude, you get a roller out of nowhere at the wrong time, or a master. Like, sometimes all it takes is them, like, grabbing your attention for a second. They're not even hitting you. They're just, like, over there coming at you. So you're like, I'm going to have to deal with this eventually. And then in that time, you mistime something else. Any relic. For, actually, like, ability-wise, probably Cryokinesis or Ice Storm, because those would do like easy damage. However, what I would recommend against a golem, because you can't use pistols or arrows, or shurikens don't work against golems either, right? Nothing ranged, right? Do shurikens don't work against golems, correct? What I recommend, because you're going to have to fight it with a melee thing, have at least 2 different melee weapons with one with ice, maybe preferably anything ice, and then your other weapon have any other element, earth, lightning, pick your favorite. But having 2 of them against the golem, because what you can do is actually, even I think 3 is technically better, because then you can cycle through 3 elements. What you do is you open up with ice, you freeze him. When he's frozen, you switch to like earth, because if you get 2 elemental buildups at once, it does a huge explosion of like 3,000 damage. So what you do is you hit, freeze, switch to earth, hit, combo damage, switch to lightning. It'll still have the earth on them that you just applied for that combo. So when you switch to lightning, you apply the lightning and do another combo explosion. I can show you if I find a brute or something like that, because I can do the same thing with like pistols and stuff, and it's really effective. So yeah, a sword with steel opal, and also the spear is really good too, because you can get in like a whole guaranteed attack sequence. So like, watch this brute. He's not going to be weak to anything, but I'm going to hit him with fire and then earth, and watch his health just explode when the combo happens. So here we got fire on him, right? Now we're going to switch to earth. We're going to get earth on him. Boom! See that explosion that went off? That was just from the combo of having 2 afflictions maxed out at the same time. So this bear, we can get the freeze on him, switch to earth, because he's resistant to fire, but watch when I get that earth built up. Boom! Combo, you see? Combo. Oh, not that. Just copied your storage room? By all means, please. Just clearing the side enemies. That's something I would recommend doing when you fight, especially one of the tougher dragons, is just clear all the side stuff. Terramaw, he's normal. So again, as long as it's not gravel scale, he's the tough one. Oh god. He's the tough one. So if I want the nameless one to spawn after this, do I just got to bus station back or go a certain distance away? Like out of render distance and then come back? I can't see you. Are we shooting fire? I thought I dodged too early there. And yes, you can even turn away. Like, you can be looking away from the enemy you're shooting with the cryo. That's what honestly makes it so good. I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, nerf that, so you, like, have to be facing the direction. Because it is a little cheesy that you can just, like, walk in a circle, run away, and you're still blasting directly behind you. Like, if an enemy was doing that to me, I would complain. You know what I mean? If it was being used against me, I'd be livid. I hate the non-range. I guess the... Oh, God. Oh, crap. I went right back in front of it, didn't I? Did I get hit by the roller? I swear I dodged that second fire strike. I think the roller ended up hitting me with a throw that got my last little, or it was just the tick damage of the first fireball. Bust away and then back. Okay, that makes sense. The good thing about the name dragons, I don't know if the regular ones do it, but they keep their health even after you die. See, I literally wasted 2 seconds of my attention to try to kill that roller, and he ended up being out of range. So I wasted that time and attention, and it came back to bite me. Oh. Better than the mainland. Bring me in. It's always a fireball. I swear the fireball is definitely his most deadly ability. Because the first one, if you're too close, it's very hard to react. You almost have to end up dodging the first one. If you dodge the first one, you have to go into a dodge cycle, which is less effective than just juking it out. Where was I fighting him? Like over here? He should spawn like right here. Right? I hope he didn't despawn. Sometimes that can happen. Did he despawn? Do I have a girlfriend? Yeah. We're about to celebrate our 14-year anniversary in 8 days. Yeah, I think he despawned. What's your thoughts, Cankles? Did he despawn? Because I know he can spawn over here too. But I don't think he would have moved that far, but he totally could have moved over here instead. Because he does spawn here sometimes. Oh. Oh, hello there. See, elemental affliction combos are really important for Lost Masters too. Makes them super easy. Oh. Yeah, I think he despawned. Yeah. Can I get him to respawn, or is that a require a relog? Or could I go somewhere else and maybe get him to respawn? Or did I kind of like goof myself out of it for this session, so to speak? 'Cause that's kind of what I figured happens with the way it works. 14, yep. Bet I'm older than you think I am. It shoots faster, but you just overheat faster. So I believe, at least for me, it's easier to prevent yourself from overheating by regular shots. Because then you can just, like, when you start to overheat, you just kind of slow down a little bit. Like, for certain cases, like, yeah, if I know it's, like, a low enemy, but, like, otherwise, if I end up missing, then you dump a bunch of, you know, energy into something. But generally, I'll just do regular shots. Because it's pretty much just as effective. Because otherwise, right now, if I go somewhere else, it'll only spawn the unnamed, right? So it basically counted that as, like, a voided kill. I guess 32. Well, good guess, because I just turned 33. Well, since I guess technically, since you knew how long I was in a relationship, you just added like 14 years to about 16 to 18, which is most people get into young relationships. But me and Heather started dating when I was 20 and she was 21 or possibly 22 at the time. I can't remember. She's like a year and a half ahead of me. No, I've never played Project Zomboid. Is that one game I've seen people streaming on TikTok where I'm sure they stream it everywhere, but it's a game where it's very old school looking. It's like the graphics are very like low res. And it's like a top down view and you kind of like I think you like right click and your character like or whatever. It's a very like looks very looty and the world's very big because of how low graphics it is. But that game looks really fun. That's definitely my kind of like survival, like old school survival type of game where because of the simplicity of it, they can make the scale of the world huge, which is like really fun to me. What's the best way to get jumbo potions? Honestly, doing chaos challenges gets me a ton of them, I'm pretty sure. All the ones in my chest at Ninjago Island, I don't even think I crafted those. I think those are all just from passively doing challenges. Yeah, every once in a while the chests don't pop up still. It's unfortunate. I'm still not getting level 8 challenges. You should just keep going to them. Make sure you're defeating the ones that aren't level 8 because they can't become level 8 unless you defeat them to re-roll them. So if you're like, so that kind of makes sense. If you had just got to the point of getting level 8s, but you haven't completed any of your 7, 5, 6s, or 7s since then how are you going to re-roll to an 8 if all those are still stuck on old ones, you know? Looks like I have a master spawn here too. This is clearly an area where I get one. Oops. Thought I dodged. There's so many enemies out here. Where am I? Okay. The dragon should spawn over there, over here. There he goes. Take this, dragon. Oh, it's just the regular one. How? Yeah, it's like really tough to get a combo off without the afflictions on. Without the affliction totems on, that is. Why are you running? Freeze. Oh, sweet. Oh, I got the fire off of a regular one. Let's go. You make cheese with milk at the mixer now. But I had a lot of these pre-update, actually. I think I did, anyway. And I think they dropped off certain enemies, and I was just stashing them. Oh! I didn't even have to bus. He was just far enough away. Look at that. So this one's the named one then. You get a named one? Oh crap. This one's potential one shot. I gotta watch it. Doesn't matter what my health is, really. As long as it's not 0. Oh shoot, there's a freaking... Crap. Get out of here. Leave me alone. I guess I'll just shoot at him with this for now, until I can get that master. Oh. Go away. Fight me over here. I need to not be by all these ninjas. There's literally like 4 ninjas around me still that I didn't clear. So yeah, this one does more damage. If I'm right, it should one-shot me like the other ones weren't. I'm pretty sure it's like any of his abilities besides the fire breathing. The fire breathing is the only thing that doesn't do that much damage. But the fireballs, I'm even pretty sure do the same and could potentially one-shot me here. Oh god, I thought I was going to do the lag thing. Sometimes right there it really goofs with me and it'll actually hit me even though I clearly dodge. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone! Oh! Oh my god, he's almost hitting those. Ah! Oh, it hit me. It no-regged. How is he hitting those? Chat, is he cheating? Bro is an ace. Oh my god. Yeah, it hit me, but it didn't. You saw that, right? I'm reporting this dragon to Epic Games, bro. Oh my god, why you do that so fast and so direct sometimes, dude? Sometimes the angle you're on matters, like if he's on a hill and you're not, or vice versa. It gives like the fireball like no arc. It's just nothing but heat. Literally and figuratively. Oh. See? Lag. You guys have seen me dodge that ability 1,000 times with the same timing. That was lag. You can't tell me it's not. I was in the spin animation when I died. That's ridiculous. Oh, I should have put my bed closer by so he doesn't have a chance of despawning. I think going to this base despawns it. So if it's gravel scale, I gotta switch to the earth totem to give me that cushion and just take having less damage. I'm gonna go back there immediately and try to have it not despawn. I feel like it's just because I'm further away than the base or something, but I'm not that much further. Epic Earth Ink from the Earth Shrine, or the Earth Sanctuary, excuse me. Monastery, Shrine, I can't remember what their official name is. Are they each monasteries? I've been calling them shrines, but I guess technically the numbered things are shrines, aren't they? I think I've been calling them sanctuaries. What's weird is the dragon at the other location that I was finding, he was never despawning when I would die, but it was also closer to my base where I was dying to, so I think if you pass a certain distance from them, it despawns them. Whereas if you're close enough, it won't despawn them, because that clearly is what's happening here. It's when I die, I'm going here, just too far. Because what I was noticing is when I was fighting the dragon that was here, if I would die to this dragon, it would spawn me here, and it would still be there when I got back. And that's because they're relatively close. So I think I need to build a bed here and bring just like a chest full of charms to ensure that if I do die, I spawn close by as to not despawn the dragon, and then I still have totems nearby. Yeah, they really do be chasing forever. But if you teleport, that's got to be different. Maybe he just gives up and leaves. Is it Fortnite or Lego game? That's crazy. It's essentially, it's in the Fortnite game, but it's a separate game completely from Battle Royale. Like it's you can imagine it as its own standalone title. It's free to play, and it's a game. It's been out for 2 years. It's not just a temporary mode or anything like that. It's a full-on game. And again, it's separate from Battle Royale, but Lego and Fortnite partnered to make this game. So it's inside of the Fortnite environment, but it's like a Lego Fortnite collaborative game that it's its own thing. If that makes any sense.
Epic, did you and chat hear about the Lego and Pokemon collab on a set?
Yo, yeah, I saw the $600 and something. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. That's a lot of schmackaroos. But they know they're all millennials buying that set. So they knew they could include all 3 of those Pokemon in one set and ask that much for it. And nobody would really bat an eye. I hope I don't think I gotta go on like a bear hunt at some point in the next couple days. Let's just throw it out there now. They oceanize the newer sets. The Mecha Team Leader. Actually, all of even another wave of them did. Peely doesn't come with one, but what are all the sets that do? There's a code that comes with Mecha Team Leader. There's a code that comes with the Durr Burger for Beef Boss. There's a code for Klombo that comes with Golden Oro. Or was it Adventure? I think it was Golden Oro, but I can't remember now. And then what was the other? I'm not thinking of one, but I swear there's one more. Oh yeah, the little campfire set that comes with, what's her name? Something, Sparkplug. I think I actually do have a bed here already. So we can use that as our bed, and then we'll just log out. We'll put a chest right here with all that stuff, and then as long as we don't spawn right back into the dragon, we'll be okay. But at least I got the fire relic off that non-named dragon. That's actually a huge W. That is technically the goal right now, so goal accomplished. I think they will on all future. I just wish instead of skins, they were exclusive build kits. Because that would drive the players to at least definitely buy them. Because, like, if they included, like, exclusive decor or build kits, because they just include codes for skins that have been in the game for quite a while that you could have bought from... Like me, I have half the skins that I got codes for. Yeah, build kits. I definitely want build kits. Oh, but I just saw your first message, by the way. Glad you found me first. No, not that anybody, everybody out there that streams this game is great. But happy to have you. Happy to have you. I stream pretty much every single day. It's not too often. Like the day offs I take aren't scheduled. They're pretty much whenever I'm a little burnt out or a little tired. But I think I've been live like the last 6 or plus days in a row. So I stream from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So currently it's what, 6 p.m. my time. So it's, I think I'm still in Mountain Standard Time. I live in Arizona. We don't do daylight savings. So like I'm always like half the year I'm on Mountain Standard, half the year I'm on Pacific. So I think right now for me it's currently 6 p.m., which is the halfway point of my stream. So I got 2 hours to go. I started 2 hours ago. So you can kind of apply that to whatever time zone you're in. I wouldn't even mind if the build kit that the code included wasn't necessarily like it wasn't the exact kit in game. Like if it just included something pertaining to it, like a fun set of beds and dressers and stuff that maybe wasn't part of the, like with Peely Bone, the Peely Bone set. Maybe you don't get Peely Bone as like a big building game, but it would be cool if maybe it came with like some Peely Bone banana decor. So like you went to the, because I think there's even a banana rug that I already have, for example. So like, you know, maybe the, I know I have it somewhere. You know, maybe the Peely Bone comes with a Peely Bone rug that's different from this rug and stuff like that. So it's like themed to the set, but not necessarily. But that would also be cool if it was like an actual structurally built set, like a building, like the Der Burger. That would make more sense to have like a full-on like build kit. I'm thinking like decor and build kits would be pretty great in general. I guess I was a little too close. I should have just bust as soon as I got here. Oh, then you're gonna love me. I am the biggest fan of not just gathering, but over-gathering. Oh, there we go. Who do we got? Random fireballs, huh? See how like that looked like it hit me, but I was dodging, so I dodged it. And you remember how I died to that other dragon? I said I shouldn't have? It's because I shouldn't have. It cheated me. It like basically barely lagged. It like did a tiny little rubber band that didn't register my dodge. Or what happened was the enemy's attack happened a few milliseconds after I thought it did, or after it showed it did, but in reality it hit like a millisecond later. Therefore, being like after my dodge animation or before it somehow. I should remember to, again, keep taking them out with the weapons so I can actually get the luck. Alright, so next one's named. Hopefully it's not Gravel Scale, because I could actually do without facing him. Yeah, Gravel Scale officially stronger, because, again, we're not getting one shot by the other one. We're getting one shot by this one. I got a charm on, right? Okay. And one tip that I actually did just learn, I was kind of onto the queue of this, but if you have one dragon, you can kill it, take a bus station back to that same spot, and if you had the named dragon, then you'll get the regular dragon to spawn. If you had the regular dragon first and you bus, then you'll get the named dragon to spawn. So, like, I just killed a dragon. It was the normal one. This next dragon that spawns in here is going to have a name. You get one of each per login plus the challenge one. However, I have not ran into a challenge one yet, so I'm not going to spend any time looking for one when I can reliably do the two. New Lego season? I mean, I don't want to call it a season, but yeah, a new update just dropped. What, like 2 weeks ago now? So we got the Ninjago update with a whole new island and quests and stuff to do and all that. Oh, Mr. Dragon! Like, I didn't already defeat the named one, right? Maybe I have to go to a different location for some reason. Maybe it's being a little funky. Because I should be able to get the second one to spawn here. Like, I pretty much did a whole sweep. Like, the spawn area, he spawned here. He used to spawn over there, over there, back there. So I've got the area pretty locked in and zeroed down. Or locked down and zeroed in, one of the two. I guess he did spawn in like the middle that one time, but I did also just walk right by there. That should have triggered him in. Let's say, do you think I just lucked out here? Or maybe I just try going to one of the other spots real quick that I know of? Because it definitely didn't. I just logged in and got the unnamed one again. My real name? It's Nathan. No, Power Relic is great. It's, you gotta remember, not everything in this game is supposed to, because like if they made the Power Relic so much better, they buffed it, then wouldn't the other ones just be like kind of pointless? If the Power Relic was better? What makes the Power Relic good is that if you're fighting something like the Storm King, the Storm King's not weak to any affliction, and you can't really freeze him or Earth Afflict him, I don't think, at all. Could be wrong. But the weak spots and all those things, they're not going to take extra elemental damage. So against the Storm King, and I'm sure other things in the future, like you got to remember this game is ongoing, you got to kind of think outwards. The Power Relic is better because it gives you a 30% damage boost from your base damage, but if you're fighting an enemy that you're not benefiting from elemental damage or the elemental abilities, then it would be better just to take that 30% buff.
The machinations of my mind are an enigma.
But if you're fighting elemental enemies, then yeah, absolutely, any of the elemental ones are going to end up being better. Oh yeah, we just want to fly over here real quick. I posted it on Reddit, but I posted a graphic. It's like 3 pictures of how damage boosts are applied in this game and why the elemental afflictions are essentially more powerful than Power Relic against elemental enemies. It's because... Oh, see, we got it. I just couldn't get that other one to spawn in for some reason, or get it to spawn in over there at the other spot. But basically, elemental weakness is a 50% added bonus to damage after all of your other bonuses that you have. Whereas the Power Relic applies a 30% boost, not a 50%, and it only applies that 30% to the base damage, not after everything else that you boosted it with. So not only is the elemental weakness more powerful because it's a bigger percentage boost, but it also comes later in the multiplication problem, which makes it by default, even if elemental weakness was only 30% and Power Relic was 30%, elemental weakness 30% would still be stronger because it gets multiplied after damage boosts and crits and headshots. If that makes any sense. Where are you going? Why are you running? Ah! He baited me. I couldn't see through my own mist. even that one I did relatively late and I still dodged it. Oh crap. We're okay. I'm only going halfway. I swear one of them has extra health too. Like, you know how we figured out gravel scale has more damage? I swear one of them has more health than the other ones do. Like, I know they all have a lot of health, but I swear there's one variant that has, like, another dragon's worth of health. Oh, God. And it might just be this one, because I swear I've been... Oh, crap. I've been absolutely digging into him, and he's at a little bit lower than half health right now. Is he? Where'd he go? It's in the ground. He's in the ground owns him now. He belongs to the earth, as his name might suggest. Oh! Oh! You really did a combo there, didn't you? Oh! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! I don't want to be here right now. I'm in a bad place. I'm in a bad place. I don't have a grappler to kind of run away either. We're just going to do a little loop around here. He's right behind me. Don't you know that? Help me. Why aren't you? The wolf is just looking at me. I'm like, why are you not helping me? You not see what's happening? Alright, we gotta make sure we take him out with the actual weapon so we get our luck. I don't want to risk. I want to get 2 charm, 2 relics if possible. Not if possible, I know it's possible, but if I can remember to apply the luck and actually get it. And let's go with the rest of this. There we go. No relic. I still haven't seen, I'm sure it can happen, but getting 4 scales off of them. Because they already dropped double. Okay, so that's a relog. Yeah, I swear they had more health. I'm just going to go back over to the other location just because it's easy. It's a little bit more of an open area that I know. I don't know where, like, the area of that dragon spawn is, so I don't know how far out I need to search to get the second one to spawn. Honestly, Power Relic isn't bad for the Golem, but what's better is the Golems, they're not weak to anything. However, they can take Elemental Affliction, which is the key. Because if you use anything, it could be the hammer, any melee weapon. But if you have 2 different melee weapons, one with one element and one with a different one, you can go back and forth, apply fire, apply earth, then you get the combo element burst, and then you rinse and repeat. And then just the combo burst does like 3,000 or 4,000. It's a lot. So I almost think doing the combos on an enemy like that ends up being better still. But that would be a good situation where if all you had was a power, that would be a good one. Gotta get different chests for these. I should probably also just build a bus at that other location, even though I can fly there from the the what's it called? How much essence do they give? Because I mean, I've been at a point where I can't even find it. Like, I can't spend my essence fast enough right now. I've been maxed out and for like weeks now. The only thing I could think to do is like just build a bunch of tools and rune up like a bunch of pickaxes and axes for the next couple updates worth. All right, so we got a relog here. I just wanted to get back to this location. All right, now we relog. Technically, I think I'm going to start relogging right after I find the named dragon. Because I could take out the regular dragon, but no, yeah, I did get that fire relic off the regular. It's worth. We'll do both. Well, the shurikens, anything range doesn't do anything to golems, so you'd have to use nunchucks, a sword, a hammer, a spear, one of those things. Otherwise, it does 0 damage. Do the Star Wars blasters do anything to golems, or is that still 0? Level 200. What's wrong with that? Oh, then like then go like a hammer with ice and then a hammer with earth or a hammer with fire, because then you go 1 smash to freeze, switch hammer, another smash to add earth, and then that'll combo it. So then you just go boom, boom, and then you probably like 2-shot him. Oh yeah, the Storm King pickaxe. Does it do a lot of damage to the golem? Yeah, blasters are trash. I don't think they need a buff, but if they do add more Star Wars content in the future, they need to make it buffed against Star Wars enemies or something like that. Because I don't think the Star Wars blasters should be like anything close to a meta weapon that you're using for like everything. Oh, he spawned over there. I saw it. I seen it. Leave me alone. Oh, hello, buddy. It's the regular. That, and I kind of have to get one. I guess I can go to another location and probably get him to spawn. Oh, that did hit me. Rip. No, I shoot you. Honestly, these ones don't even take long to kill. Oh, wow. It's like the most I've ever gotten hit by the flame before. Usually it only hits like 1 or 2 ticks and then it ends, or it like doesn't hit you again. Oh, I needed my pizza too. Rip. Who was gonna tell me? Alright, now we should just be able to... Oh yeah, I got a bus. Bus. I guess I don't have to bus. I could probably go in a circle because the render distance is pretty short, but... I mean, like, the pickaxe, if it still has the extra damage application to rock enemies like that, it might. can't put a relic on a tool, can you? I never even thought about it. I imagine not, since you can't even make tools with the new materials. Oh, you can put a relic on a tool? I didn't realize that. I know you can put runes on it, obviously, but I don't even think I've ever tried to put a relic on a pickaxe or anything. I think I saw that Lost Master over here too somewhere. I must just not be going in the right spot to get that second one to spawn. 'Cause I had it. That one time I got 2 to spawn, both of them to spawn in a row, but this location's a little weird, it seems. I could always just bus over to the other spot. That's probably what I'll do. Let's test over here, because he can spawn like way over here sometimes. Yeah, no, I think he's... Oh, you can't? Okay, I figured not. Yeah, those ones don't those ones don't even like change. It's probably like same with like shields and stuff, where no matter what material you use for it, none of the attributes of it don't change or anything like that. Yeah, we'll have to see if Thunderfang. I do kind of vaguely remember that name from my first day of farming the dragons. Yeah, you're talking about those lava caves, by the way? How do you find dragons with names? They're kind of the same way you find a regular dragon. They spawn in the same spawn locations. It's just like a 50-50 whether you get one or the other at any given location. And then when you kill one, like let's say you find a regular dragon, if you kill it and then put down a bus station and then fly to that same location, you should be able to walk around that area and have the other dragon, the named one, spawn in. Is there a damage boost potion? Oh, I can't even. Oops, I goofed that up. Take me back. It wouldn't let me glide after I did the double jump out of the bus station glider. Is there a damage boost potion, or is that just a critical potion? Because I think having high crit is better than having a damage, because crit again is a higher percentage boost and it comes after the other tiers of damage boosting. Oh, of course it's gravel scale. See, swear he has less health than that other one did. Like, I swear. Like, I swear he's going down quicker than that last variant that I took on. Am I wrong? Like, I swear this one definitely has less health. Like, maybe this one has more damage, less health? Or more damage, yeah, more damage, less health, and the other ones have less damage, more health? Swear, I'm using the same weapons as that last one, and he's already at half, where I felt like I was fighting that one for a year, And I barely had him to half. So maybe I'm just hitting better here. See, right there is where it can kind of get me if it lags a little bit on the jump. Oh, I mistimed it. That was on me. I hesitated. I definitely hesitated there. I can't blame lag on that one. I'll always be honest with you guys. If lag kills me, I'll complain about it. If it's my fault, I'll own it. Oh, trust me, I know, probably. These, I crafted these the other day because chat wanted me to try shurikens for the first time in a while again, and I just did, but I normally use pistols. Trust me. Oh, I don't, oh wait. Let's see if it despawned him, even though I spawned here. Oh, wait. Now he's over there. Dang it, I forgot. I found him at the other location. I might have to log out again if he's not there. Oh, trust me. Like I said, I know. I know it. Yeah, it is all a bit. It's just a green screen. I'm just kidding. It's real. As someone asked if it was a green screen, I had to get him. I had to ask it as serious as possible and like brush it off like it was just another question. Got him. Interactive green screen. It's just one of those really high-tech ones. AI green screen. Yeah, it's LEGO Fortnite. It's a completely separate... You got to remember, even though it's called LEGO Fortnite, it really has nothing to do with anything Fortnite. It's like 90% LEGO game. The Fortnite part of it is really just the themes of some stuff. Like there's the Storm King from Save the World. There's items and stuff that are like, you know, there's slurp juices and stuff like that. There's references to Fortnite VR, but that's really all the VR or all the Fortnite that is in this game is more references. But otherwise, it's like actually like 90% Lego game. Good, he didn't despawn. And because he didn't despawn, he keeps his health that he was at. Which is good for us. Oh, it respawned like all the regular enemies. Rip. Please stop that. He's about to jump on me. And I need to not have distractions right now, like rollers. And wolves coming at me. Ah! Yeah, do that. Ultimate showdown. No more fireballs. You can do a charge, aren't you? Oh, it was almost too early. I felt it. Oh, that almost hit me. There we go. Oh. Please be the power surge. I don't think it is. I think it's regular lightning. It is. Oh, I got 5 ritual oils, though. That's crazy. That was a lot. I think that's the most I've ever gotten off of one mob was 5. All right, so that's a relog because we already killed the nameless, right? Yeah, the spires are from Fortnite. Hold on. Texties. One sec. No, there's no way of repairing tools and weapons, but check this out. This is actually kind of the perfect time to do this. I might as well. You see how these legendary shurikens with... I'm pretty sure I have legendary cryokinesis on these as well. I might have just put a purple one on. I can't remember, but it might be legendary. And you see how it's almost broken? Here's what you can do. Yeah, I could wait till it's a little more broken than this. I'm just going to do it now because I want to switch to pistols. You can get... not all of, but some of your materials back, including, I believe, sometimes the relic, even when it's low. So recycle your weapon, and you get some of it back that's kind of like a repair, because it gives you at least one thing, or at least a little bit, back into your next one. Can you get it, or does it have to be a certain durability to get your relic back? It's my fifth one of those. Ron C? Is that, are you asking if I speak? I only speak English, unfortunately. I am unilingual, like a lame-o. Coal stacks, I don't know how they're all different, because we found out that Duskdrake, Tectonia, and Terramall all do 1033, and I don't think there's any distinguishment in fighting styles between them. It's all based on your character's proximity. It's like the Brute. If you never let the Brute get more than like 10 feet away from you, he will never do the spit attack. He's not going to, like, just do a spit attack with you, right? It's only if you're within a certain range, which triggers the spit attack, and then all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of the same with the dragon. The dragon will eventually run away from you, and he does outrun you. So he can get away to do his fireball, but a lot of times, if you stay close to the dragon, he won't do, like, any of his other attacks besides melee, if you can keep him within, like, boxing distance. So I want to say their attack patterns is all the same, and it's all based on how you move your player around in comparison to the dragon. Oh, I forgot to craft crap. Hold on. I forgot to craft my pistols after I did all that. Where's the lightning sanctuary? I believe it's somewhat to the north. I don't think it spawns in the exact same place for everybody, but I want to say, I'll show you where mine is. I want to say it spawns in the same general area, but maybe not the exact. How are you not boring? Well, I'm not boring because I hope that I'm a fairly entertaining person, but I assume you mean bored. I'm just joshing you. How haven't I got bored? I enjoy the crap out of the game. Simple. I mean, it's just like anybody else who enjoys something niche, right? It was like, I've always felt this way. I've been a LEGO fan for most of my life. I had my dark ages and stuff, but I was already a IRL LEGO content creator before this game came out. So I was making, so that's how all of these LEGO sets that you see on the shelves were actually built on my TikTok live streams. Oh, like, up to like 5 years ago when I started doing content. So I've always thought it felt like this game was like made for me. I was already pretty established LEGO content creator. This game dropped in December 2023. And I saw the trailer, played it for a little bit, and not completely, but I pivoted my content from IRL LEGO content to LEGO Fortnite content. And because I'm such a big LEGO nerd and a LEGO fan, it's just really fun for me, I probably have an affinity for it that most people just don't. Now, that's where all my viewers here are the people. They have the affinity. All right. Oh, I have stuff here. Okay, we're good. Ooh. So I already had 1 opal, right? Yeah, 1. So we just need 5 steel. This wall looks thick. The wall behind me? Or these, like these things. And then what kind of ice? I have ice storm, which I can't throw on it, so I guess I'll have to throw a purple cryo on it, or a purple regular ice. Oh, cool. I already have the stuff for it, even. Yay! Pretty Ruby! What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. See, I'm familiar with the combo. First try. Why can't I rift my level 7 hammer?
For your pickle.
Did you make it out of new materials? If you made it out of new materials, that's why. If you use bamboo or steel as one of the components, I'm pretty sure you can't. If you have all legendary oil but no epic oil, guess what? You remember, right? Look what you can do over here. If you go to the ritual altar, look, there's a second tab right here. This is all for the honed stuff, right? Look at this second tab. Boop. Click on this tab. You can deconstruct gold into 2 purples. You can deconstruct purple into 2 blues, and you can deconstruct blues into 2 greens. So if you got tons of gold and you need a couple of purples, just put 1 gold in, you get 2 purple out. Ritual oil is from the chaos challenges. So now the chaos challenges end up getting marked with these little ninja masks. But they're any one of those things where the big little circular emblem pops up and it has a little number next to it. Those are called chaos challenges. Completing those will get you a chest that gives you an oil based on the level. If it's a level 5 chaos challenge, you'll get green oil. If it's a level 6 chaos challenge, you'll get blue. 7 chaos challenge, you get purple. 8 chaos challenge, you get gold. So the best and easiest way, I think I need to relog still. Oh wait, no, we're still. I just need to hope that the dragon spawns there. And also, I'm gonna put another bus station down on that other location. Oh, sorry, the lightning sanctuary. Up north. I totally forgot what I was saying. Mine's like way up north up here. But I think I've seen others like in maybe in this little ditch in the island. Oh, where am I going? Where am I? Where am I? No, I wouldn't break the markers. What's annoying is it gives you a map marker, but as soon as you complete the chaos challenge, the little ninja mask goes away. So like, unless you memorize where they are, you're gonna have to re-find it just to give it the marker back onto it again. You know what I mean? It's kind of like counterintuitive. So I would keep your markers there, to be honest, unless they make another change that keeps the ninja markers permanent. Because I don't see the point in adding markers if they just disappear every time you complete it. That just shows the status of it if you found one recently, I guess. You see, that was level 8, so I just got gold. But this one could respawn as something else. It's not guaranteed to be an 8 every time. So I believe a dragon can... I gotta go all as far as out here to get that other dragon to spawn. Yeah, I would continue to mount. Oh, I forgot to put a bus station down there. I think I might have already spawned in the dragon over here for now. When I was over there earlier. Or it despawned because I went too far away after being over there. There's so many factors that you have to watch out for as far as distance. I've been slowly learning the physics behind that over the 2 years of this game and how enemy spawns work and stuff. We're starting to get a real good lock on it. Or have a good lock on it by now. I'm just gonna relog. I just got an unlucky sesh, whatever you want to call it. There, I'll loop back around to this end and see if it pops up over here. That's all you can rift is purple things. You can't rift anything other than level 7 items, which are purple. So what I'm thinking is, like I said, did you use... I'm pretty sure if you make even an old weapon with either bamboo, kozu stone, steel, or opal, it will count as like a new weapon, which you can't rift. Do you know how you get... Like, what did you make it out of, I guess? And if you have a relic on it, I don't know if it can be either. Oh, I think doing the earth combo makes shield explode out of them. Like how that fire made fire explode out? I swear that gave me extra shield from doing the Earth Affliction combo. I've never noticed that before. I don't know what you mean by use it first and then rift it later. Let me test what you're talking about real quick. Or at least try. Actually, hold on. I'm going to take a restroom break here while I'm logged out. Be right back. Everybody stretch your legs. Like the live. Come follow me on YouTube or Twitch. the blue glider, you need to make a loom and start making fabrics, and then you should get the recipe for it at the bench. You know what they need to do? I think we need a slight upgrade on the codex. Reason being is all the named enemies. I think the codex, I'll show you when we get logged in here how I envision it should be, because I have a pretty good idea in my head that'll make things a lot less confusing. Because I don't think, other than gravel scale, I think they're all the same other than gravel scale. I still haven't tested, I guess, Thunderfang, which is another one I haven't found. But there may or may not be a difference. We know gravel scale does more damage, but how would we have known that unless you have Epic Bricks or someone similar on the case doing the boots on the ground research, putting their return totems on the line to figure out how much darn damage each of them does to distinguish if they're actually different or not, and prove it. So I really wish they gave us named enemies. Why not expand the codex a little bit? So when you click on an enemy that has variants in the codex, a sub menu would pop up in the codex that would then have the different names that you've discovered, which would be an additional part of the codex that you need to complete, discovering the different names for each one. And then when you clicked on each one of them, it could give you a rough description on if there is an actual difference in their abilities, damages. Like, it would also be nice if they could add like the max health. But I think, doesn't that scale based on, no, because like Ninjago enemies don't scale, do they? With your level, they're the same difficulty throughout. But like on the mainland, doesn't enemy difficulty scale from your stuff, like your progress or something? I can't remember how the game scales, dude. It used to be so much better when it was like linear. Now it scales from your equipment and like a bunch of, I don't know. I like the old progression system so much better, where it was like grasslands, desert, whatever. Because then, like, I guess they wanted that so they could send people to something like Ninjago Island immediately. Because think about it, with Ninjago Island, I don't know, because that makes it tough to balance the mainland and then all the event islands if they didn't do what they did, right? But anyway, for the codex, we should be able to go here, and then when I click on the fire dragon, like a menu should pop up over here. So, because like if I scroll, it just pops something else up. But right here, it should have fire dragon, and then down here they could put variants that you've discovered, like right here in this big giant empty space, and they could have like gravel scale, this, and then like a description or like stats or something, and then same thing would go for like the what's it called, the new bears, because like all the bears, all these new rollers and stuff, they have names, different, multiple names each. So like if there is a difference between them, they need to make it more discernible for the player, especially the average player, because again, you can't expect the average player to do the type of research that I'm doing. Like, that's what I'm here for, is to provide that research when needed. But ultimately, I don't think the research should need to be done in the first place, because it could just be inserted into the UI for the player's knowledge and benefit. Right? Oh, I never pizzaed. Pizza! Don't French fry! Pizza! I want potatoes in the game. I want potatoes in the game, and I want French fries. Yo, Neil McDonald. I will read your message. I just realized you sent a first-time chat. Let me check it out here in a second. But thank you, dude. Here, get this guy down. I made an epic hammer with honey and dragon opal. Tried to put on the ice relic, but only allowed me to do the lightning relic. Yeah, so with the hammer and any old weapons, you can only put basic relics on them. Just like my plasma pistols, I'm only able to put a basic ice relic. I can't put cryokinesis on the pistols. You can only put ability relics on nunchucks or shurikens. So like the hammer can only get a regular ice relic or a regular earth relic. Is that what you're asking? I think I caught on by now. Oh, it won't let you do anything other than lightning. Now that's interesting. So even though it's a it won't even let you put like a regular ice on it, is what you're saying, essentially. But you can put a regular lightning on it. Yeah, then that might be a bug then. See, like, it's like, I think it's a chance. I'm not getting it a second spawn in the same spot every time, but I have gotten it to happen. I might not be searching wide enough, but, like, I feel like I know all the spawn places of this area by now. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I had it locked down. So, like, ideally, like, theoretically, I should be able to find the second spawn here after I kill the first one pretty quick. But I might just have to bus over to the other location. Because, like, sometimes he spawns down here. Sometimes he spawns over that hill. A lot of times he'll spawn, like, right here. But I think I got to go to the second location. That's a portal. Yo, I appreciate it, Neil. You're a real one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I guess I'll just bus over to the other spot. Hope for the best. Like, I guess he could be over here. Like, I just don't expect it to be that much further away from all the other places I've found or had him spawn in. Yeah, hammers are great, as you can see. I use them mostly when I'm doing chaos challenges for the regular enemies. Because it just one-shots, like, literally, like, I think, like, every wolf, everything short of the masters. Wait, did I ever bust? I never bust, did I? Or did I? Did I never bust to the same location, or did I get sidetracked talking? I thought I already did, but I'm just going to go over to the other one. Oh, I never put it on a bus station. Damn it. Right, Mountain? That's why I'm not doing it. I add up all the damage numbers. They'll release it next day. They'll put a health bar. That's what I've been asking for. They have a health bar. They need to put a little number on the health bar for an actual indicator about how much damage you got to do. Because funny enough, lightning is the only thing I tried to put on. I didn't try to put anything else on the hammer that I put on. Oh, well, no worries, Neil. I appreciate the support and happy to help in the time of need, even if it's not often. What game? This is LEGO Fortnite. It's free. It's an open world survival game, very similar. See, keep spawning over here. Very similar to Minecraft. Oh crap, this is gonna be not good. Ow. Butthead. This is gonna be kind of rough for a second. Oh, that was beneficial. I think the pistols hit from further away than the shurikens do. Oh, actually, I think that roller kind of saved me from that last hit. Not gonna lie. Okay, at least he can't one-shot me as long as I'm full. It's not gravel scale again. I've got some wiggle room here. Can we not? Jesus. Is the combo thing proportional to their health? Oops. Is the combo damage proportional to their health, or is it a flat combo damage? Because if it's proportional, it might be worth like slowly building up 2 different ones, but then I don't even know. Probably not. He flew with the roller. Oh, tough luck, buddy. See how laggy it is sometimes on the jump? It looks like it's delayed. That's why I die to it sometimes or get hit by it when I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, the dragons... Everybody but Gravel Scale does 1033 with their attacks, whereas Gravel Scale does 1260. Oh my god. Lag. Okay. I'm getting the... I can't even shoot right now. I have to wait till my stamina bar goes down. I can't dodge! Oh, I gotta switch off the weapon again for it to fix itself. There we go. Oh, too early. See, that one wasn't lag. That one was me. I always know when it's me and when it's lag. See, if I would have got hit there, I would have questioned it because I was in the animation. Like, absolutely. So I will log out, but when... Now that they have the named dragons, you actually get one regular dragon and one non-named dragon before you have to log out. But you can actually get them at the same location. Mine's kind of just being annoying, though. Did I get a relic? I don't think so. See, now we log out. How did I get those pistols? Lena, you have to find a spire on the mainland, and it'll give you a quest line. If you want to check out my top pinned video, it actually explains everything, because I get that question a lot. I know I don't have to leave, but I'm going to another location anyway. Plus, I need to kind of unload some of my stuff out of my bags, otherwise I end up getting full. I have no idea. I've not messed with rifting old stuff. I can try to test it right now, I guess. But I want to say anything made out of new materials probably can't be rifted. Reason being is if it, or at least the head. Because if it was, you would just be able, like, rifting just makes it legendary. And if you're using new materials, you could just use the legendary honed, which would, like, bypass even needing to do it. Because what you're rifting, because you wouldn't need to rift a level 7 hammer because you could make one technically, but if it had old materials, then maybe just adding the relic is just like adding a new material where it disallows it. You can only rift the spear with new items. You tested it? Interesting. Okay, good to know. You tested it personally. That must be... So I wonder which way it's bugged then. Is the spear bugged or the rest of them bugged? You know? Because, again, the reason... Yeah, if it's all new materials, that's why. Because you can just use new material... Look... Because when you... No, kidding, sorry. So let's use the hammer. Because you can just use gold materials to make it gold, make it legendary. Like, there would be almost no point in doing this. Right? You know, making it purple. Making it, and then trying to rift it to gold. Because you could just go straight to gold, especially if you're using all new ones. Guess that was their buff to the spear. It's actually interesting. But I don't think... What's the difference between an item that's rifted to legendary and an item that is made into legendary? Because you'd think the honed ones would have a bigger damage boost baseline, right? I don't know. That's a good question. More to be tested! I need to drop my bag. Well, yeah, but rifting, but when you get it to the final product of legendary, after rifting it and powering it up, it would theoretically be the same as like a legendary of the new materials. I don't know. When you say honey in Dragon Opal, what do you mean? I thought it was a typo, but you have typed it like a few times now. Yeah, what are you referring to when you say honey in Dragon Opal? Am I lost? A lot of times this dragon over here, if it doesn't spawn when I go over here first, it'll spawn right after I complete this chaos challenge a lot of times. See? Right on cue. Yeah, maybe Amber. That's not a bad guess, actually. You're very intuitive. Oh! Surprised they don't have honey in the game as like an item for anything. I guess like they have to find a use for it, right? They can't just arbitrarily add it. Oh, it's a regular dragon anyway. So that means when we go to the other spot. See, let's see if I can find the second dragon here after busing to this same location. The other one seems to be a little inconsistent, but maybe I can have it better on this location. And then I'll just start coming here. Also, I put a totem on, right? Yeah, we're good. Oh, yay. We got another legendary relic off of another regular dragon. Maybe they increased the drop rate on regular dragons. I feel like I didn't used to get them that often, but I also didn't do a lot of dragon farming before this named dragon update, because it does feel like I'm finding a lot of them. Yeah, benefit double life. Yeah, that's really the only reason. You're right. I forgot about that benefit. Longevity. Because then technically you could like use the one you need to rift to like fight chaos challenges, regular dragons. That way you're not wasting your gold stuff to fight those enemies. And all the while, not only are you saving your gold stuff, but you're actually charging up for more gold stuff at the very same time. Yeah, let's see if I can search around here and get this second one to spawn. Otherwise, I feel like for me at least, it's been inconsistent whether I can get... You can get 2 to spawn in one location, but I don't know if it's guaranteed unless I'm just, again, not understanding the space of how... where they can spawn in a certain area. Something tells me if I bus over to the other spot, I'll find him, like, immediately. Oh yeah, probably honed. Honed, yeah. That's gotta be it. It's gotta be it. Maybe it's also I gotta depopulate that brute or something like that. That could be blocking it. Yeah, this is expert mode. Is it true they're gonna add more dragons? Well, they already kinda did. They're the same dragon, fire dragon model, but they did add named versions of them. But yeah, it's probably, I would imagine in part 2 of this update, we'll probably get a different variant, whether it's more than one or just one. Nope, you're fine. My brain probably should have honed in. And that's what you were saying. That was a little slow. I didn't realize there was a little POI down there till just now. Did I get unlucky and is it just not spawning, or should I try a third location? There he is. What's your name? It's Terramore. F you, Terramore. What's your name? Epic Bricks. F you, Epic Bricks. That's the dragon right now. Oh. Well, apparently you can't, so if you want a gold hammer with the new materials, just make it with the new gold materials. Bottom line, if that's your end goal, I suppose. See, I want to try to not let him get away, so he's like continually forced to be close to me. Because then he like doesn't do any of the other attacks, you know. So like if you don't let him get far, it's like the wolves. If you don't let him get far, they won't do like, I don't know, like they won't do their other attacks. You can kind of like negate them from doing any other attack because you're in close proximity. But it's hard to always stay close proximity guaranteed. But if you can, do it. So like he's trying to run. I feel like he's trying to... Oh god, I didn't see that. I didn't see him charging up that attack. See if I get close again. Then he does that sometimes to kind of get me away. It's like his only defense mechanism. To get, like, force me away from him. Whoa, 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 not lag, no lag, not right now. Ah! Release me! Ah! Oh my god, that was scary. He, like spawned, like he caught up and he was right on top of me. This 3-day stream streak. Let's go. Oh, I can't see. I'm blind. I'm legally blind. Yeah, this is the Mandalorian skin. Whoa, whoa, that almost got me killed just looking at that guy for like 2 seconds. I wasn't paying attention. It wasn't even a master, it was just a normal ninja too. Oh, I ran the wrong way. Rip. If I dodge later, I think I have a less chance of it being buggy sometimes. Oop, I think I healed right before that or I would have died. Why are you running? Man, how many memes can I say during this fight? Started with an Ezekiel meme. Ezekiel, F you. That's a relog. Also, let's grab a second totem backup. I don't think I have one right now. Yeah, what's up, Remy? Yeah, I'm trying to get all the, because I think it's a higher chance. It seems that the named dragons have a higher chance for legendary relics, so I'm trying to get all of the legendary relics collected. I've still got, I think, 2 more. Because I actually did get a new one today. I got the legendary fire relic. Against the dragons, ice. You want to use ice against the dragons because it'll increase your elemental ice damage, which I believe also increases like the damage they would take from weakness, but I can't 100% confirm that myself. I know it increases like the elemental ability damage, but I don't know if it also includes just your regular hits that are doing elemental damage themselves. The earth is good. I think really only against gravel scale, because the other dragons, from what I've found, only do 1,033 damage max from any of their attacks, which if you have 2 legendary health charms and a regular pizza, which gives you health and crit, it gives you just enough health to survive 1 hit from those dragons and survive, and you don't need the extra shield from Spinjitzu. However, if you're fighting gravel scale, we found that gravel scale does 1,262 damage, which is like over 230 damage higher than the other dragons, which, saw those numbers, 1220 is not enough to save you from that. So against what's the name, gravel scale, I would actually recommend the Earth Spinjitzu because you're gonna need it. It gives you that cushion. Oh yeah, with the, you also need the pumpkin pie. Sorry, I didn't mention that. Pumpkin pie plus 2 health charms. I did neglect to mention that. Oh, cool. Sick. So if I get hit by this, doesn't matter.
Gravel
Dead.
scale is a beast.
Doesn't matter if I have... Oh. Doesn't matter if I have half my health or all my health, so it's really almost pointless to heal against him. Unless you're gonna die from something else. Don't do it. Whoa. Keep our eyes on the gravel scale. Eyes on the gravel scale. Yeah, go for him. Stop it. Stop looking at me. Yeah, get him. Why is that? The sheep is juking him out. He's breaking the ankles. So yeah, one mistake against gravel scale with this combo, and I'm dead. Anyone other, I'd be safe. Oops. I have to time that dodge right every single time, or I'm dead. Can you hit him? Whoa, where are you going? I was ready for that one. He like freezes before he's frozen. Did you notice that? I think I was too late. I did it just a second too late. Against dragons, yeah. Oh, did I move? I moved my bed, right? I should spawn like right next to him. Wait, and he should have the, even if I didn't spawn right next to him, he'll have the same amount of health, so I can just pick up where I left off, luckily. But like, healing right now is pointless, he'll just kill me anyway. See, if I miss time, you make one silly mistake, you're done. I guess I do have the Earth Spin Jutsu with me, I could always switch. I forgot I could just play around that thing too and just use that anytime he goes for a big attack like that. Oh, is that another lightning? Hopefully it's... Oh, it's cryokinesis. Oh, that's good too. I'll take that. Could use spares of those. That was my first dragon over here, right? I didn't get the unnamed one yet. Yeah, plasma pistols are pretty meta, though. Next to, I think the crossbow is also really good. I just prefer the plasma pistols because I believe they last longer than the crossbow would. Maybe not. Maybe they're around the same. I really don't know. Have you done that comparison? The earth gives you shield, but the ice gives you more... ice damage, essentially, output, which I believe applies to your regular hits. If it doesn't, then maybe I'm wrong. If you use... Well, it's compared to the shurikens, really. I think the pistols have pretty relative damage to the rest of the older weapons. But compared to the new weapons, they are, like, much less durable. Or the old weapons to the new weapons are much more durable. Oh, I'm not shooting his hat. I'm like, wait, why am I not doing elemental? I thought I shot it off already for some reason. I think it is proportional to their health. That explosion did 12,000, and I know they got more health than brutes do. I think the combo might be proportional. And a combo on one of the name dragons would be insane. It would do like probably like a quarter of their health in one hit. Yeah, and the crossbow is a little... I hate how clunky it feels. Even if it was, like, actually just undisputably better, I probably almost like, I hate you do the crossbow and projectiles. The projectile's not a bad movement. What the problem is, the enemies, they have no momentum decay. And when they change directions. And what I mean by that is in IRL and in most games even that they design, when you're moving and you turn right, especially if you turn right really hard and like start to go backwards, your momentum, you just don't go boink, boink. No, it's kind of a slowness to that arc as you turn. Enemies in this game don't have that. If you have a skeleton or whatever running laterally to you and he decides to do a 180, he immediately pivots and is going the exact same speed with no deceleration going the other direction. So trying to hit a projectile on enemies in this game who have like no, like I said, momentum deceleration or whatever you want to call it, they are like a million more times difficult to hit with a projectile because you'll like, oh, I got the perfect lead. And then if he changes his direction even a smidge, he is like completely offline from your lead. And they can change directions like after you shoot. Like straight up. But see, now I feel like I gotta go to the other location. It's like not... I did get 2 to spawn, but now I can't get it to do it consistently. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm searching like the whole area where it should be able to spawn again, but... Legendary oil, you need to get your star level up to level 7, and then your chaos challenges will start becoming level 8, and then that's where you get... Damn you. Legendary oil is from level 8 challenges or Lost Masters. Sometimes, not most of the time you get purple. But otherwise, dragons are the other 100% way. Yeah, Remy, I agree. A bow and arrow that you have to like charge up, and it's like Hanzo or Hawkeye from Marvel Rivals kind of mechanic, or any other crossbow game, I'm sure, where there's like a draw, a hold, a charge, an aim, a projectile. Yeah, dude, that's been another thing, Remy. Good look bringing that up. That's something we've talked about in the past, is different kinds of arrows and ammo. For the pistols, the ammo wouldn't make sense because it's like plasma. But it would be cool if there was like, specifically for the plasma pistols, if there was like something like, instead of a relic, it could be like an augment, and it goes into the same slot that the relic does, and you could like augment your pistols, so it would be like, if you build up like plasma affliction, it does this. You can add augment. There you go. That's the name right there. But yeah, different types of arrows, ammo in general. Gosh. I think Heather might be home. Dogs are yelling. Oh, why is it not shooting? Hold on. Not the time. I guess it's just a regular dragon. Yeah, there's... They're just decided that mom's home. Her walking in the door make me lag? Oh! I guess it's a regular dragon. I probably would have lived anyway. Dude, okay, I'm getting tossed by a regular dragon all of a sudden. Get the dub for the truckers. For the truckers! What? Yes, I do. Oh my god, I do want that right now. Oh god. Oh god, there's a... Heather brought me a Red Bull. Oh my god! Death by 1,000 needles, or 1,000 cuts, whatever the saying is. Jeez. I think I just got hit by like 17 shurikens. Pocket sand! Turn my face. Ugh. Pocket shuriken! I think one of the enemies killed him for me. I don't know if I got the kill for that, just because it looked like someone else shot him. Okay, that's the second one. Log out. Best way to get legendary relics, farm the named dragons and the regular dragons. Don't skip those. But farming dragons, pretty much. It's a regular one. I usually drink June berries, but it's still delicious. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to really talk about it until anything comes to fruition, just not to jinx it too. But you never know what's going to come about when you just post stuff. There was a video I posted. Shoot. I'll have to find the comment now. Someone will probably end up finding the comment too. But there was I mentioned a brand in a video because I used one of their products in a video like 5 years ago for like my IRL Lego content. And funny enough, because I just made, I kind of always talked about them because I used them for like my Lego hobby, and because it's not Lego related, but it's an accessory to Lego. And I made a video and mentioned them, and then like, dude, last week or like a couple days ago, they commented on the video. And you know what's funny is this company is not a big, like, gigantic, everybody knows what the name brand is. But they are established, and their TikTok only has it's definitely looks like their official account. I can't see why it would be someone impersonating this random business. But who knows? Maybe. I'm not going to give any personal information until I get a little bit more info from them. But they commented on my video like 4 years after I made it. And I was like, oh, hey, because they were like, hey, thanks for mentioning us. And I was like, hey, I love your product. Do you want to do some social media marketing? I could help you guys. Like, maybe I could help you guys out. And sure enough, they commented back like a couple days later saying like, yeah, DM us. So I was like, well, shoot. Because, I don't know if you guys know anything about it. I do my best. If not, I do it. But I don't take any brand deals for things that, like, I wouldn't use, or not I necessarily wouldn't use it, but I wouldn't approve of using it. Maybe I don't use the product, but if it was a product I approved it, like Lego Voyagers. Lego Voyagers isn't something I'm playing on a daily. I did my one playthrough, and then was kind of done with it. But it was a Lego related game that's something I stand for and can relate with and promote. Whereas like if I get reached out to by all sorts of random stuff that I could be pitching commissions for and stuff like that, where I'm like, ugh. So I try to stay true until like I get the attention of things that really matter and brands that matter to me before I push them onto you guys. Like I've done brand deals for Whatnot, which is an online place I sold on the platform. So it's like, why wouldn't I? I've ever done deals for Whatnot and OfferUp and Mercari. All three of the online selling places. I just haven't done an eBay deal. I've never gotten an eBay deal. But all those things were things that I not only used, but sold on myself. So it's like, when any of those opportunities come by my way, those are what I'm looking for. It's just like stuff I already use, stuff I would already use. Then who knows? Maybe there's a day where I branch out a little bit, but I would never do any ads for something that I would definitely, like if it's neutral ground, then it's like maybe. But if it was something that like I would never take a brand deal for anything gambling related, anything along the like that's like straight sellout mode, which sure, who doesn't like money, but I kind of like people to know me for my niceness and my Lego Fortnite abilities. Well, and I feel like you guys would be able to, like someone like a streamer like me, I'm very personable during my streams, and you guys have a pretty good insight. Like, yeah, am I a lot more vulgar and have a much more adult sense of humor off stream? Absolutely, absolutely. But everything else, that's who I am, you know? And you guys have a pretty good idea into that. So I felt like if I were to do any sort of disingenuous content like that or promotions, a lot of you guys would be able to immediately, if you saw what brand it was, you could decide immediately whether that was like in best faith or not. Do you know what I mean? But like I feel like you see me do a ad for Lego Voyagers, the game. That makes sense. That's epic. But you see me do like, but that's like I would if like Gillette or Red Bull or like someone like I use like shaving products, you know. I drink Red Bull. I would take one of those sponsorships too. But like if it's directly unrelated to me, like if it was like some sort of crypto or a gambling site, I feel like that would be an immediate red flag to you guys anyway. Best way to get legendary relics. Oh, nice. World's furthest bus stop activation. Accomplished. Used it from like 20 meters away. Got a WR. Also, on a side note, we got the Cars Lightning McQueen Lego set for my son. Solid build. Did you also see they have a smaller DeLorean? So you don't have to buy the giant creator-sized one or the old Lego Ideas one that was like super small and not that detailed. I think it's like a Speed Champions scaled one. I actually got to pick that one up. What's your name? Oh, it's Dust Drake. Perfect. He doesn't have extra health. Oh, yes, burn them. Cleave them. Oh, I could have died there, possibly. Oh, I jumped too. Oh, okay, lovely. I dodged so early that I had time to dodge again on time. That worked out. If it works, it works, right? Don't question it. Freeze! Oh, almost didn't dodge there. Oh, crap. Oh, where am I? I'm inside of a rock. Red Bull's making me burpee. I need a relic. Give me a good relic. Fireball's not even coming out of his mouth. It looks like it's coming out of his feet sometimes. Oh, my pizza wore off. Why didn't you tell me? Oh, I was not paying attention. I love you too. Oh! I thought I was getting a kiss. She must have thought I wasn't ready. Oh! Leave me alone. Did I get a relic? I did. I got another fire one. Dope. I mean, it's not one I needed, but I'll take a second one of those. Why not? Did I get two, maybe? No, it's just one. Was that my first one on the login? That was the second one. I got to relog. Anyway, here's a sponsor from my or here's a message from my sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize that was what you were saying. Will you go turn them off real quick? She'll know how to do it. I guess I left my lights on in my car, which is fine. I have to leave my lights on. And I feel like in modern batteries and cars, you have to leave the lights on. That and also my headlights don't stay on if I accidentally leave my lights on. Just my taillights will. And that takes, you have to leave the lights on for like 18 hours to actually kill the battery. But I was driving. It was cloudy today, so I was driving with my lights on. So when I got home, I probably just completely forgot that I turned them on because it was bright enough to kind of forget about it. I'd rather do that than drive around cloudy weather. Less visible to the dumb people that drive in Arizona. I know everybody's got dumb drivers, but I promise you, Arizona, statistically worse. I learned it when I was a teenager and I went to driving school here in Phoenix. They told us that the reason and it's statistically more dangerous on Phoenix roads is because we have more straight roads and straight freeways without any bends in them for like literally miles at a time with higher baseline speed limits. So we just get people cooking down these straight, like down, going down the 10. Dude, it's like 40 miles of just straight line. And I gotta pee again. Hold on. I might go a little bit longer than 8 tonight. I might just kind of chill with you guys. Depends how I'm feeling. Heather went out to go hang out with some girly friends tonight, so she's not expecting my my direct attention right off the bat. Thank you, honey. Okay, I guess Heather can't figure out my lights. I'm gonna have to go do that too anyway. I'll be right back. I gotta go turn off my lights on my car. I forgot them on. 2 minutes, because I gotta pee too. Give me a second. All right, we're good. And just another huge thank you to our sponsor, not actually sponsor, DraftKings today. I didn't log out yet, did I? Did I already do a log out? What do I do for work? For the last 2 years, I've been a full-time content creator. Lucky enough. But before that, let's start from the really beginning. I graduated from Kaplan College with a 2-year degree in pulmonary and cardiopulmonary sciences, which is the degree you need to become a respiratory therapist, which I then got my state licensure, my CRT, my certified respiratory therapist license, and my RRT, my registered respiratory therapist license after I graduated, and then kind of just decided I was job hunting and had an interview or two, and then after like a couple months, I just decided it's not what I wanted to do. So I just continued doing my pizza delivery job that I had at the time, and I did that until 2 years ago when they actually laid me and every other delivery driver off and moved to DoorDash at our business. And I was right about at the point where I was kind of looking to go full-time anywhere right about at that point. And so when that happened, I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to quit. Right when they told us they were, because we had like another month and a half before the layoff was technically happening, but they told us beforehand. But I was just like, no, I'm just going to leave now and put my head down and just do more content stuff. And it worked out. So. But if World War III hits, I still got a pretty sick medical degree to fall back onto. And let me tell you, it's an important part. It's not like nothing, no hate on any other field in the medical or any other thing in the medical field. But let me tell you, respiratory therapy is extremely important because we are the non-doctor people who probably know best how to manage and save your airway. Because guess what? It does not matter what drugs are being pushed. It does not matter what else is being done to you. If you are not breathing, you are dying. And that's our job, is to make sure, I shouldn't say our, it's not like I'm in the field, but that is the job of a respiratory therapist, is to ensure that you are breathing and that you are breathing optimally. Whether that be through a artificial thing like why am I drawing blanks? Like a bag, like using the bag to oxygen through that while someone's giving CPR, or the any of the other machinery, the ventilators and stuff. Yeah, I was doing content for 4 years up to that point before the layoff. So I've been doing content for 6 years in October now, I think it is. Explodey. Well, this chest is getting tougher and tougher to get, isn't it? Did you forge the blaster? Or, like, make it? Or, like, rune forge it? No, these are made out of new materials, so you can kind of skip that step. That should trigger my dragon spawn. Swear. This location, I swear, is based on me doing that challenge. Or I get no dragon? I get a golem over here pretty much every time, though. How do you? Oh, check out my top pinned video. It'll tell you everything on my TikTok. I have it pinned to the top of my page. Oh, movement speed. I wanted like health or armor. Oh, I heard him. I just had to go a little bit further out. Or he's just super far in here. Oh, there he is. Oh, I ran out of potions. Or I accidentally deposited them. I think he'll still be there if I teleport to here. You work for the Children's Hospital in Thomas? Oh, nice. What platform? TikTok. TikTok is where I got my start. I started on TikTok in late 2019, but didn't start gaining real followage until like early 2020, like January is when I started to take off. And then by like February, March, I had like close to 20,000 followers by then. And then I really didn't start doing YouTube until much later. And even now, YouTube, I really only do shorts and stream. I've never really been a long form content kind of guy. It's just, I really, really struggle to try to manage it all on my own. Like, I'm sure I can get an editor, but I'd have to work that into my budget, which is probably what I should do eventually. Because then I could just worry about thinking about stuff, recording it, and then not having to worry about hours and hours of editing, which is really stressful, especially when I'm also wanting to stream for 4 hours a day. It's a tough balance. So I've generally been sticking with short form content and streams. But TikTok is where I got my 1 million followers, got all of the quote unquote clout, you know. And it kind of helped made all the other platforms that
So
much
did
easier.
you learn how to perform a tracheotomy?
Well, that would be a doctor thing. We don't make the cuts. Like, we wouldn't be cutting into their esophagus for that. Now, do you mean a tracheostomy? Because I believe I'm getting my terminology correct. Remember, tracheostomy is where there's the tube and it's a temporary one, where tracheotomy is where they actually make the incision and it's a more permanent bypass, which would be a surgery. That would technically be a surgery, whereas tracheotomy or wait, I'm probably getting my terminology mixed up even. So there's one where you would make an incision into their esophagus / the front, like right here, and then you would put in stuff. But generally, the RT would only be allowed to do the intubation. There you go. That's the intubating. I'm getting all sorts of things mixed up. That's why I need to go back to school and retake tests if I ever went. Oh, it's gravel scale. I gotta be careful. But intubation, I never got to do while I was in clinicals, but my buddy did. I got to do this twice, but I was able to, when I was a student, I got to actually sit in on 2 different open heart surgeries. I got to stand right over the head of a person of the bed, like, no, I'm talking 1.5 feet away from their open chest while oh crap, that was a bad spot to be in. While the doctor did the heart surgery. And for the first surgery that I saw, my buddy Ronco was with me, right next to me. And when they were doing the intubation after they put him under, the doctor had the scope, because like you don't always have like a video scope with it. A lot of times you just got to do it visually. But he had like the video scope thing all ready to go, and he had the tube ready to go, and he turned to my buddy and was like, "You want to do it?" And technically, as students, we were not supposed to be performing that. But my buddy did get to intubate a patient that was about to undergo heart surgery, and then I got to stand there for like 6 hours and watch a heart surgery happen. Now, let me tell you, it makes you, like, thinking about it now, it's like, dude, these guys, oh crap, it probably despawned it. I forgot I would spawn over here. What they do, man, it is nothing short of miracles, one after the other after the other. Having, like, physically witnessed a open heart surgery from beginning to end. Holy cow, dude. They deserve every dollar they make. And then some. Like, oh, that bus station probably got destroyed, huh? Yeah, tracheostomy is where you cut into your trachea, not your esophagus. Tracheostomy, that's an incision. And then there's an intubation, which goes in your mouth, down your throat. Now, if there's ever a time where your mouth, like, specifically, people who attempt to unalive themselves via pew-pew, and if they were to pew-pew into their mouth area, right, like a lot of people end up doing, then you've got to make, it's usually to the trach, because then all of this, you can't get a tube through and all of that. It's just, most times, you know, inflamed or just done for, bleeding kind of stuff, so you'd have to make like a bypass in that scenario. No, you're fine, McJohn. It's a fun question. It makes me think about I don't want to say the good old days, but don't forget that. Oh, I took all of those with me to that other bed. I hope he's still there. I almost think he won't be. Yeah, let me tell you, my medical terminology class I struggled in. Because learning, like, knowing all those prefixes and suffixes and stuff for medical terminology is extremely important. Because it all means something, and you have to be correct. Otherwise, if you say the wrong thing, someone's going to look in the wrong place. That's why they have patients use a permanent marker to mark which limb they're getting amputated, so there's no confusion. Yeah, 20 bucks says I went too far and he despawned. Because he would be, like, right around here, right? I think I despawned him. I think it's about time to call it, though. I'm not going to go any extra tonight because I am hungry. I'm really hungry. Ouch. Here. I'd actually rather log out back at the monastery than anything else. I was medical, like, memorization, pure memorization is very tough for me like that. But that's also one of those things, like, you gotta, it's the repetition over time. Like, even after you pass medical terminology as the class, it's like, as if you're a medical professional and you're practicing, you should still be, like, learning up and keeping tabs so you're sharp. That was, like, not the main reason, because one, I didn't feel super passionate about the job, but that was one of the other reasons that made me ultimately decide not to go into the field, is because I know I'm a very smart, I'm a very intelligent person, but I know myself also, and there are times where I just have brain farts that don't make sense. And I know everybody does, but I feel like I know myself where it happens maybe a little bit more than the average person. Where sometimes I get so focused in or unfocused in, you know, into something that I miss a simple detail or I forget something. And in the medical field, that's life or death, dude. And that scared me, like, a lot, where I was like, I don't want to do something wrong and not only affect someone else's life, but then I'm in trouble. And then I've also, you know, potentially ruined my own life and career because I had a moment of, like, you know, just a brain fart, or I forgot something. And there's actually a situation when I was doing my clinicals where I actually ended up saving someone because someone had a brain fart, and I walked into a room and someone's tube was the air tube was just completely disconnected from the machine. The alarm wasn't going off, and they were essentially just dying. But yeah, it's like, I just, again, not that I knew I would make a mistake, but, like, who wants to leave that to chance? And if you even have a little bit lacking confidence, then you shouldn't be doing it. And that's kind of how I felt. And I'd hope anybody else who had that even slightest, not necessarily, I don't want to call it doubt, because I don't doubt myself, right? Like, I hate to make it sound negative, but it's a safe than sorry kind of deal in hindsight, you know, if you're thinking in foresight. Yeah, then that's why also on the flip side, people who aren't good who are bad upstanding medical professionals, or whatever you want to call it, like that makes them even worse, because, like, you're in a position of trust, and you shouldn't, you should be doing above and beyond. And if you're doing anything less than the bare minimum, it's like, come on, you shouldn't be in this field to begin with if you're not willing to at least meet that minimum, or like that minimum level of care and hospitality and stuff. Who are we raiding over to? And I also, like I always figure, like I spent the money on the degree already, so if World War III happens, my job will be in high demand, even though I'm a little, rusty. I think I'd still be pretty valuable. Decisions. It's almost a coin flip. Do we go over to reality or Spixie? What do you guys think? Oh, I graduated way before COVID. I was well out of school and deciding I didn't want to do the field. It's funny about COVID, though. When COVID happened, even though my licenses had expired by like 5 years probably at that point, I was basically getting emails saying, hey, if you come back and work, if we'll give you like a honorary license that you don't have to pass or pass a test or pay for if you come work at the hospital in this time of need. It was basically that. They were like that desperate. Like I could have like literally come out of retirement, no question, even though I never worked in the field, but you know what I mean? That I could have literally had even if it was they probably were needing anybody, even if you weren't like respiratory, but just because I had the background, they were probably looking for extra hands on deck. But that's how I know that if anything world changing would happen, I'd be getting hit up pretty quick. All right, we're going over to reality. Let's do it. I mean, we're in reality, but I'm sending you guys over to a creator called Reality Recaps. You guys probably know him. I believe they're friends or partner of Moxie, correct? Good friends? I don't remember. Buddies? I associate the two, and I can't remember their relationship now. I don't want to assume. Great buddies? Okay. Oh, God. Ow. Itchy eyeballs. Oh, they live in the same town? That's so nice. I need another LEGO Fortnite buddy in town. Above like 25, 30, preferably. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Sending you over to Reality Recaps. I shall catch you guys tomorrow. Same times. 4 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Until the next daylight saving switch, in which case it will be Pacific time. But for now, it's still Mountain Standard, I'm pretty sure. I'm out of here, guys. See ya.